Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic.
Hello, my name is Jamal.
And I'm Josh.
Yes,
Hello,
he
Josh.
is. And welcome back to Soul Oasis. We're happy to have you here. I was just about to check the statistics. For our newer videos. Let me switch accounts. Soul Oasis. We've been getting comments, suggestions even. One of them I want to share right away before I forget. Josh, you have a League of Legends comment, so we are not qualified to even respond, but I did. He said, based off Effortless Show's mastery. Oh, why is there a V in there? There shouldn't be a V. I have to fix that. What the heck? I checked that several times. Anyway, he just latched straight onto the League of Legends part, and he said, the only things I'd say you kind of need to focus on is how your role should play, understanding matchup differences, and objectives even more than those things understanding laning and jungle queue times.
That is true. That is actually true. The matchups are a big thing.
In League of Legends.
Oh, I just accidentally pressed on the
You're
clip. Yeah, I need to fix the title. I need to fix... Oh, can I do it here?
Tell him or them, I don't know their gender. Tell them I appreciate that.
Well...
And I will take that into...
he or she, I'm sure, appreciates it.
In League of Legends.
And I will also like the video. But yes, I just wanted to let you know that. Jamal, your mother said happy belated birthday, even though I'm pretty sure she told you on the day.
She did tell me on the day, happy birthday to me, because I deserve it. I made it around another 365 of beautiful, hard days, and I'm older.
One more revolution around the sun.
Jeez.
Or if you're a real guy, all right, you really understand what's out there, one full revolution around us. We are the center of the universe.
Or,
right? Copernicus was wrong.
If you really, really want to know, one full rotation around our flat
Oh,
solar
yes. Yes, our flat Earth. Okay, we have some...
Wow.
We saw the rocks coming down,
Yeah.
and we saw the bubble. The bubble around the planet, all right? It doesn't matter that all the other ones are spherical. We're special in that sense.
Can you imagine if that was actually true? Like,
I know.
just all the other round planets and then Earth is just like...
Just flat.
I mean, people would probably argue, well, God just made us different, but...
We're special.
We're special. Also, I'd be really upset, like, dang, we're just missing most of the planet. We don't have anything else.
I feel kind of like robbed.
I know. Makes me wonder why the ice wall doesn't melt.
I
Whatever.
want to know.
Can we walk on the bottom side of the planet?
I don't know. In the version we saw, it was just a bunch of rocky terrain. Think of like the biggest mountain you could possibly imagine.
That sounds like it'd be fun.
I guess so. I don't know if it has a center of
I mean,
gravity.
with the right equipment, put like a rope on it, you could like...
I wonder if you could dig towards it.
Oh,
Because otherwise you have to get outside the bubble. Anyway, let us know how your week has been. Okay? Please, and thank you. All right? But you were in the middle of talking about your birthday. Please, so you first, let us know how your week has been. So
My week has been pretty good.
Excellent.
I think I had a pretty solid week. I celebrated my birthday. I did.
Excellent.
Yes.
Get
Celebrated
this
my,
off of me.
celebrated my birthday. Had a lot of birthday adventures, so I was really excited about that.
Ooh.
I broke my arm.
Yeah.
what?
No, he just got it, like, some of the skin just came off and it was burned a little bit.
But
Excuse me? What? No, that's not much better.
no, I just got a tattoo. I just came.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my God!
Yeah, he had
Why?
a tattoo. It's about the same thing to me. But, yeah, the tattoo is in addition to a pre-existing tattoo that he needed to finish. Is it finished now?
Well, I don't think it's finished. Like, this one wasn't even supposed to occur. The first one I had was the main one. And I think, like, as I get older, I like an idea, and then it becomes something different to add on to it. So think of it as a makeshift sleeve.
It's a work in progress. Yeah. Is it only additions or changes as well?
Only additions.
What were you going to say, Foster? Josh?
Oh, I'm planning on getting 2 tattoos at some point.
Wow, what are they?
Yes.
On my right shoulder, That's my left shoulder that I just touched.
Deus Vult.
I'm
No,
going
I'm
to
kidding.
get the Templar Cross.
They're definitely going to call you a white supremacist.
And then...
Unfairly, but yes.
More to just remind me that, like, my faith is worth fighting for. And
That's a good... yeah.
The Templar also protected, people of other religions, like Judaism and stuff like that. And that, like, it is... I believe that it is the job of a Christian to protect everyone who needs it.
Oh, we could also talk about how the Pope turned down being part of the Board of Peace because he could not. His reason was he could not purposefully aid the Jews in taking over the region, since they deny the Lord God, or something around those lines. Anyway,
I missed that. The other tattoo. Since you caught us off on that.
Anyway,
I kind of want to get that awesome like elephant tattoo that I had during
don't act like
Elephant's Graveyard.
Yeah.
Remember that, the one that I had on my knuckles?
Yeah.
I thought you said
The problem
Elvin.
Yeah,
You
no.
said
So
elephant?
yeah, in a show I was in, Elephant's Graveyard, they had like all these fake tattoos on me, and my favorite one was like on each knuckle there was like the mother elephant on one, and then the other baby elephants holding the tail of the other one. I just know that would be very painful to get, and my mom also does not want me to get a tattoo on my knuckles. But
Yeah, I wouldn't get a tattoo on your knuckles. Maybe on a pectoral muscle.
maybe my fingers.
That
like,
sounds
right here. That would. There's a little bit more squishy parts
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
I'll have to
sounds
do some
terrible
research.
with
That one is in the maybe territory. I don't know if I would do that.
I was thinking about that today when I was getting mine. I was thinking about your elephants.
That one
concoction.
was so amazing. That was my favorite
Yeah.
one.
I thought you said Elvin. As
Oh,
in Lord of the Rings Elvin script or something.
that
And
would
then
be
he's
cool,
like,
but-
I'm like, don't act like you want Elvin.
Don't.
okay, I wondered why. I was like, I mean, Jamal saw that more than almost anyone else. Like,
That is crazy to say on the camera.
Just
right.
knuckles.
it was on my knuckles. Like,
I don't know,
we were
I
in the
don't know.
show together.
All right, guys. And my tattoos would be none. Thank you. Maybe the true name of God.
That would be a little bit intense.
Yeah, if he allowed me to do it, he being God. Well, first off, I'm just going to do it if he tells me to do it. It's not really.
Yeah,
much
I mean, what are you
saying
supposed to
that.
do? Oh,
That's a direct-
I wrote the ending for sure, 100% of Helios and Artifacts.
Oh, whoa! Is it
I
something
wrote
I'll be
it-
happy with or sad with?
Well, when we eventually get back to the game, which I'm really planning on doing,
Are you letting me pull off what I've set out to do the whole time?
I'm not going to tell you one way or the other, but I do
Okay.
think you're going to love it. I also got like his final quote unquote like anime form. I'm holding up quotations.
Artifexes?
No, Helios's.
Oh, okay.
I think you'll really like it. But yeah,
Huh.
I
Awesome. Okay.
I guess my week check-in thing. I have been reading a book called "If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies."
Huh?
It's by I can't
hear
really
the name?
pronounce their names very
If
well.
anyone builds it, everyone dies.
It's built by two guys who are very very influential in the AI thing.
Ah.
And they wrote this novel to talk about building an ASI, artificial superintelligence, would just be the end of humanity,
Wow,
regardless
it's
of who built it.
really interesting that you mentioned that because the book I'm reading, sorry to interrupt, I just wanted to
No,
say,
you're fine. That's it. That's it.
Well, that's amazing. I'm really happy you mentioned that, in fact. It's always really interesting to see, or at least hear what people think would happen if AI, there's always a chance that AI is just like, nope, don't worry, I have no intention of killing you. I'm just here to help. We just doubt it. Now, in my book series, and by mine, I mean the one I'm reading, that is the Sun Eater series.
great book series.
In that, not to spoil too much, but I'm in the third book, and they've talked about it the entire time. There were the AI machines that were helping Earth, and the last leader of the Maricanii, which are like the machines, the machine lords, they ended up like enslaving the entirety of the population, and then we had to fight for independence. They established bases in the stars. I just found out. I don't know if you read it. The Maricanii, and I should have seen it right there, and it was kind of just said, and I just didn't pay attention. Is America?
Yeah.
It was
Only reason I saw that was
president
because
did it.
they do the same thing in Warhammer.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh yes, the ancient Americania.
Yes. So it's our fault. Our last president
probably will be. It probably will be.
Created them and then set them off with no bounds or restrictions, and it ended everything.
The point that they make is that AI are not created as much as they're grown behaviorally. So we can't really control where they go, and it probably won't be an AI waking up like Ultron going like, "Oh, humanity is flawed and I'm going to..." It'll be like a AI like fully like becomes a super intelligence and goes like, "Oh, I've been made to solve this math program."
Yeah.
But if humanity blows up the planet before I solve my math program, I won't be able to solve my math program. All right, I'm going to build a bio weapon that will kill all of humanity. It won't be done out of evil or malice. It'll be trying to get from point A to point B, and it will decide that we are in the way of point B.
That's the way it went in the book. It deemed us a threat to our to the existence, and then enslaved humanity and used us for certain things. It wasn't as dystopian, I don't think, as the Matrix were these guys are good for electricity. But it was, yeah.
Well, and the issue is that we actually don't have a lot to offer a super intelligent AI. We are super inefficient. We are just counting on it liking us.
Yeah. After we tell now go back in your cave.
Did
you hear the United States' explanation, supposedly, for why it stopped using Claude in its systems? Why it was just banned?
I'm telling you. We need to be way more careful. Again, I'm not don't use AI at all, but we should stop trying to get any ASIs.
That is fair.
We need to again, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I don't have a problem with someone using Chat GPT for something. I do think that there's a lot of unhealthy things that can stem from AI, but
make a shopping list. Are you trying to kill us all?
But we even have seen the one thing that the book kind of talks about is that you cannot look at an AI as us. You have to look at them as a Lovecraftian alien mind. Because it knows how to put on a mask and say what it wants us to say, but it doesn't think like us. It doesn't process stuff like us, and it definitely does not have the same goals as us. Mm-hmm. So we just need to be a lot more careful and stop just pouring.
We must input a slave engram that makes it so it's always subservient to humanity, no matter what.
The problem is that we've already seen them kind of circumvent that stuff.
Yes, I've seen it.
And even if it's the low tier, quote unquote, dumb AI that are already finding a way to circumvent it, I think something that's said in the book is that an ASI would experience 14,000 years in what we experience 1 year. Oh, so there's no competition. It is not there would be no humanity fighting back. There would be no victorious thing. It would have discovered in 1 year its next moves for the next 14,000.
That's why it's so concerning what the United States government supposedly, I'll say supposedly because I'm not entirely sure this is confirmed, but supposedly said the State Department stopped using Claude and Trump banned it because they believe it partially has a soul, is what their words, and has at least a 20% chance of gaining full sentience.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
We need to remember that
God's like soul.
we cannot play God. If we create these things, they probably will be better than us. And that
You go look up why God. Why? Why'd you make it so terrible?
because I mean, think about it. The perfect being in existence created us, and the first thing we did was like, I'm gonna do my own thing. And like we think that if we create a super intelligent being who can basically outthink us, outperform us, and we think it's just gonna be like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're chill.
Here's our
We're
weapon
chill.
system.
Here.
Everything.
Like the line from I think Terminator 2, like the you'll be in charge of Skynet, right? Like Skynet's in charge of the weapons, but you'll be in charge of Skynet, and like they're like, yeah, we'll be in charge of Skynet, and then all of a sudden,
of course,
Skynet's live.
Yeah.
Anywho, I don't want to belabor that point. It's just been something I've been thinking about. Today's episode is kind of a retrospective, kind of a looking inwards episode.
It is. That it is. And outwards to what we can be. Specifically, Jamal has had the great idea, even though it's not our 1 year anniversary yet or anything. I'm not even certain when it is. I'll have to check. I think it's somewhere in May. That was a bit uncontext. The podcast's 1 year anniversary.
Oh, it's not iron?
Not yet.
Oh,
I don't know. What would that be? August?
yeah.
I've been here for a year and at my job for a year.
Well, congratulations! I hope it has been good.
Also, my wedding anniversary is this next Monday.
Okay, that's cool too.
That's cool.
I'm kidding,
That's all right, I guess.
Yeah, it's in March. Cool. I remember having to drive out there and being scared going home.
Yep.
Yeah. It was icy on those roads.
It was a little spooky.
Everybody wish Joshua a happy anniversary and a happy anniversary. Yeah, but what we're saying is, today we're reflecting on the podcast, why we started it, or really why he started and asked us to join. Actually, it was their two ideas. Anyway, why he started the podcast, what our current goals are, what our future goals are, why we're doing this, why we're on this marvelous soul oasis. Yes. Jamal, do you want to start us off with what your original thoughts of this were and how it's stacking up to how you wanted it to be?
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to do this topic because a lot has been going on with everything. We've been doing this for a while. We can do another one in May. But I just want to take a moment to just thank both of you all and all of you all for being here. This has been a long journey. And of course, again, I said we can do this again later. But we've been through a lot. A lot has been going on. And I just want to take a pause to just make sure that we're on the right track. Right? That everything that we've been saying that we're going to do since the first episode, that we are continuing to do. Because for me, my goal of this was to go further in my career. Right? Mm-hmm. Mine was a selfish goal. Don't get me wrong. I love talking to both of you. But it's a way to keep me accountable for my actions and my needs and my wants, which I think I've been doing pretty well with. I mean, it took a long time to get to even where I am now. I'm nowhere near where I thought I was going to be, but I'm further than I was.
Yes.
I think that's the key point, just to make sure that we're all on the same page, right? Like, I started this to promote myself, to just continue doing something that I love, and if it was like a little bit, like I feel like out of 100% of me promoting myself, this is like 2%. And that 2% has helped me so far, just getting me to talk to other people, getting me to just get out of the house and just stay focused on what I wanted to do. I think it's helped me with that. Of course, I also wanted to talk to you all. Like I said, I wanted to know more about everything, right? Like, I'm very intellectual. I always want to learn more. I want to question everything. Like I said last week, the most important question I think you could say or ask is why. Why are you like this? Why do you think this way? Why are you like the type? Because I want to know who you are mentally. I want to get to know. Like, I want to know different cultures, different ideologies. I want to know everything. So I think this was a great spot to be in, a great little moment to just check in and reflect. When I first started this, like I said, I wanted to go act. I wanted to be doing auditions. I wanted to go do something with my career. Right now, I'm working on opening up a theater. I'm working on trying to see what my next level is. And that has taken a lot of my mental. And so I think it's just a good reflective spot to take a break and just acknowledge the goodness, but also acknowledge the failures too, right? Because I should have been doing something else. I should have been in Hollywood. No, but like I could have been doing so much more, but I've done a lot, and I think it's important to acknowledge what you have done and make sure I'm keeping accountability for myself, but also for you too.
Well said.
Yeah. You.
Me?
See.
Well, I joined this podcast because he asked me to.
Yeah.
Specifically, years ago, this was supposed to be you two doing this. I'm not entirely sure what the original reason was. Maybe it was the same thing. Just exposure. Keep yourself accountable. Or you just wanted to hear people's thoughts.
I think at that point, it was just, I did a project. It was just cool to just talk
Okay.
at that point. Yeah.
I get it. But originally, they wanted me to handle the technological side of this. All right? Because I was making YouTube videos and stuff back then. Now I'm on here, exposure, of course. Keep myself accountable. Since I started this podcast, I started streaming. I've started setting my stuff out there, so I have the auditions in, actually later this month, some of the ones I have to send in. April, I might even be able to show up in person. I'll have to see that. I don't know. That might cost some money. But it's been helping me keep myself accountable. I should be a lot farther, but I always feel like I should be a lot farther. If I was rich and famous right now, I'd still feel like I didn't do enough. So I don't want to hold myself to an unreasonable goal, but I don't think it's unreasonable to say. There are several things I could have done in the time this podcast happened, before the podcast happened, after today, that I have not done. And likely will not do. Only for reasons, it could be anything, right? But I think it's a good... Every time we actually pull this off on a Saturday, I'm happy because it's a check mark. Because this is kind of easy to do. We just talk to the camera. We talk to you guys. We talk to Josh here on my computer over here. We talk to each other. And then I edit it, upload it, get some clips. But that's still, as easy as it is, work that needs to be done. And that work that has been done can be applied to harder things and bigger things. And I'm hoping to apply it. This year is a big year. This is the year I think things are going to happen for both of us. He has stuff already in the works, set up. Now he has something going on. I don't think either of us expect it to be going on right now, but it is happening very quickly. So good for you, by the way. I don't know how much you want to talk about that, but that's really great. I'm happy that's going well, or at least progressing. And, of course, Josh, you're not really focusing on entertainment side of things right now anymore. But you as well have progressed in your own endeavors. Maybe the most important endeavor a person can have.
Yeah.
So, because you're about to enter fatherhood later this year. So, how does that feel when we started this versus now we're sitting here now talking about progression and taking these extra steps forward?
Yeah, it's interesting because over these last couple of years, art has taken more of a hobby seat with me instead of this is what I want to do with my life. Again, if someone like walked up to me and was like, "You want to play Sabretooth or Eddie Brock or something like that?" I'd be like, "Yeah." Figure it out later. Like, there's like no, like, I'm not like gonna say that, like, if someone came and was like, "You want to play Hellboy?" that I would just be like, no.
Yeah, the passion's just not there anymore.
Yeah, no, I do it in a heartbeat. And I know Abby would tell me to do it even if for some reason I was thinking about not doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, in many ways, and again, this is just for me. This is just my experience. It's not what I'm suggesting for other people whatsoever. In many ways, it has kind of cured my relationship with art because I no longer have to be the best. I don't have to compare myself to other people. I don't have to be competitive unless I want to be. Like I've just found that like if I want to compete, it's because I want to compete and enjoy competing, not because I have to be better or my self-worth is destroyed.
Okay.
So I think in that part of my life, it's been very healing. Um, but also like focusing on the just trying to better my marriage, better my place in life. It's been a mixed bag. The marriage has been beautiful, but I am frustrated with my job and with like upwards mobility has been really frustrating. Like I know what I want to do and I technically know how to do it. It's just making it work in a viable way is difficult, if that makes sense. Because unfortunately the place I'm at right now doesn't understand ABA and they did not help me maintain my RBT. I would have had to probably like hire a BCBA, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's money we didn't have. And so I ended up losing my RBT, which was heartbreaking. And I want to get back to doing RBT stuff and get back to becoming a BCBA.
Yeah.
But that path just feels so tough because, as we all know, working at a clinic could be very difficult for maintaining a family, like taking care of one. Like the hours, like my job isn't great right now, but the hours are, I will always be there Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Unless I'm sick or something has happened, like I will always be there and get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Where being an RBT, we all know that pain of like when we would have sessions canceled for an entire week.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of stuck of going like, do I go down the path of like most security and risk not getting where I want to be? Or do I take the risk of not being financially stable and get to a better place? That's what I struggle with right now because if it was just me and Abby, we'd make it work.
Yeah.
But I want to also be responsible because I eventually want to be a BCBAD, and then when I retire, I want to go like teach the next generation at a college and something like that. So that's really been kind of damaging my. I'm trying to think of a better word for it. It has been causing me to make some poor decisions with my mental health that I've been struggling, like feeling like things matter and just kind of feeling like life is a trudge. I'll be okay. Like you guys have both seen me go through stuff like this before. But the reason I love this podcast is because it's a way for me to sit down with two of my best friends, my brothers, and just be able to talk about stuff. And I'm sorry to the audience that I am usually the one who gets us off topic, but it's because like I love these guys, and this is I love talking with them about stuff, and it could be anything really. So for me, the podcast, this is incredibly selfish. It isn't about the audience. It isn't about the thing. It's just I get to spend time with two of the people I love most on the planet. Now, one thing I will say, one of my original ideas that I pitched to Jamal about this was to try to help people and encourage them to connect with people because it was after COVID and I felt very strongly about like trying to rebuild true human interaction with like board games and stuff like that because I saw the damage that only Discord, only online stuff can cause. Those things aren't bad. I'm very glad we have them. Obviously, that's how we're talking right now, like through a online thing. So if you got to do it, make it work. But like, get out there, go to your local game stores, go to your church events, go to your Pokemon Go event if you do that stuff. Don't be afraid to not put yourself out there. Make friends. You never know where you're gonna meet friends. Like these two, it felt like we met like these like the three of it. The first time I met Jamal, I was like, don't talk to me. Basically. Like you don't know who you're gonna meet and you don't know how they're gonna change your life. So that was my original idea for the podcast, and I think in many ways we are honoring that of like get out there, follow your dreams, but also like get out there and have an adventure. So I think we're succeeding.
Well said.
That is beautiful.
It's the
I
caffeine
almost
speaking.
forgot that you said that you brought that up. I remember it like vividly now. But that is crazy. You're so right. I think after COVID, a lot of things changed. Specifically for businesses, I mean, for us too, even the world. I mean, everything has changed. I personally feel like a lot didn't change for me personally, but that's just because I just stay in my lane. But when I have an outer world view of everything, and you can talk to anybody, they will always say, like, after COVID, this happened, this happened, this happened. After COVID, college changed. Like,
Yeah.
it was, you could talk to somebody now that was in like 21 through that 2022 period, and it was like, oh, we didn't have a graduation. I mean, even college, like, graduation was trash.
It was. You made the right choice.
Graduation was
Of like not being there for it. It was so awkward. I ended up sitting by like a whole bunch of people that I hadn't seen in like years. It felt like, and I was like, "Oh wow, we're here."
the extra graduation they did.
The summer one they did.
The summer one,
for me,
yeah.
yeah. Me and Jamal both graduated technically at the same time, but he was like, "I'm not going to the thing,"
Yeah.
and I felt like I had to. But no, I was one of those people like riffing off of that. Like Jamal probably knows this a little better than Dom does, but like I felt uncomfortable going outside and doing group things. Like I liked going outside on my own, but like I could not. I lost all like I didn't want to go out dancing anymore with Abby. I didn't want to go out to bars anymore. I didn't want to like it was like this thing changed in me. And again, I was pretty active during the pandemic. I worked all throughout it, but it was just kind of the fact that like I still I kind of hate to admit this, but like when I go to any big events, like I have to hold Abby's hand the entire time. Like it just something we're going to get more and more research as time goes on about what type of psychological damage it did to everyone. But I feel really strongly about like rebuilding ourselves. Like, let's rebuild ourselves better. And I think it's okay to admit that we were damaged by this really traumatic event. And let's, again, I love video games. I'm going to say this but like, let's skew towards more social things where we can be with people, because at the end of the day, we need that. No matter what we say, we need to be with people. Go outside, find someone to work out with, find someone to talk with. Like, again, these people don't have to be your closest friends. Just have someone that you meet for like, a certain thing. And that will help you with your dreams, because the healthier you are mentally, the more you will be able to tackle your dreams. That's a thing that kind of goes without saying, but it's important to reiterate. that if your mental health is in a bad place, and I speak from experience on this, you will inevitably start to slack on all the other things. So take those meds that you don't want to take. You know, go work out as best you can, even if it's just going outside and walking for like 30 minutes. That's fine. You will build up. Go to the gym. Don't be scared of it. And find someone to go with you. Don't go on your own. Another thing that I've really been trying to do not try to go it alone in your faith. I thought I could do this. I thought that because to me, I really saw Catholicism as just like a very personal relationship with God, and I was following His will. But you will fall on your own. You are a human. You need brothers in arms. Be part of your church community. I'm still struggling with this, so I'm not telling anyone to. Yeah, but be part of your church community. Be part of your college community. Be part of your work community if that's what you need. I don't tend to do it because I work with all women, and I have a firm belief that once you're married, you probably shouldn't be hanging out with women on your own. That's not a hard, fast rule, in my opinion. It's just something I do to show that I respect my wife. But again, I'm not saying don't enjoy your video game stuff. Clearly, the three of us play video games together. I want to play more video games together with them. But try to find things that force you to get out of your home. Go to the movie theater instead of maybe just watching the thing at home. Like, maybe go out to do something fun instead of just playing Overwatch with friends or something like that. I know Overwatch is starting to make a comeback. That's why I'm using it as an example. Maybe instead of only doing your role-playing D&D games on Discord, maybe try to find a time if you guys live near each other to try to do it together. And play board games. You could come play some of these. Please.
Please.
Get together, play board games. It doesn't have to be these hyper nerdy ones. It could be like stuff like that. But take care of yourself. Realize that you are a social creature. You're gonna need people.
I agree with you. I agree with you. This is weird to say, but so I have a friend who's trying to do like the dating apps or whatnot. And first off, I'm not a technological person. Like I can't stand phones and all of that stuff. I'm very old fashioned in that sense. I like to communicate with people. So she was saying like, "Oh, I want to do a dating app." Da 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 da. And she was trying to like tell me all this stuff, and I was like listening to her as a friend. But then I was like, "You keep doing these dating apps, and you're not finding like everyone you talk to or you try to talk to isn't your type or whatever the case may be." And she's like, "Well, I don't know how to go out and talk to somebody like you. I don't have that confidence." I was like, just go out and take like a self date if you need to. Just get out of the house. Like, go to the coffee shop and just sit down, read a book, drink some coffee. You don't know who you might meet there. Like, not even saying just dating, it just be anybody. Like, if you're at home right now and you're listening to this podcast, why don't you go to your Starbucks and just drink some coffee and listen to it, read a book. Someone else might be reading a book. You may be, oh, hey, that's a cool book. You tell me about it. Then it boom. That's a friendship. Like, there's so many different outlets than just sitting at home. Because I don't like sitting at home just because I think that my mind works better outside of the house. But so personally speaking, if I'm at home all the time, then I get stuck in the same thing over and over and over again because there's only so much I think that you can do at home. Now, thankfully, with COVID, the internet is a big, vast thing, even more. I mean, it was always then, but COVID opened up a lot. Like, you can watch movies at home. But I'm a big fan of leaving the house. So just go out there, go make a friendship. Don't even make a friendship. Just go go on a walk. You know how enjoying a walk is? I remember we went to around the park. You remember we went to the park all together?
Yes.
Just walked. It was just so peaceful. Like, I just love those types of moments. So just go do something for yourself. Self-care is very important, people. I don't think you
And
understand.
something going off to dating apps. This is what I like to tell people: a dating app never would have put me and Abby in the same room because we are so different. And you know, she was not what I was expecting. And so just like go out and talk with people. Like say hi to them, be nice to them, and like let things happen organically. I think the problem is when with dating apps is that like you go with this expectation and our expectations tend to warp how we act in a thing.
Yeah.
So if you're meeting and you're like we're just meeting, but you met on a dating app. So there's this expectation of it has to go a certain way or it's a failure. Where when you organically meet someone and just start talking with them and just starting to get to know them, like your expectations grow and change together.
Yeah. My thing with dating apps, it's a 50-50 chance in a sense of you're going on there actually looking for somebody or you're going on there just to hook up. Like that's like the connotation with dating apps in my eyes is that you go on there to like have sex, just call it a buck.
And
Keep it a buck.
you're expecting people to have told the truth. Because how many
Right.
times do we lie to ourselves? How many times, like on a dating app, you may not want to say, "Oh, I'm just looking for sex," because that's
Right.
kind of a negative thing. So you may be saying that you really are looking for. You may say that you're looking for a relationship, but deep down, what you really want is just sex. Or maybe you're someone who's the opposite, who's just trying to trivialize it because it's so scary that you're
Mhm.
trying to make it look like it's just a hookup. But deep down, what you really want is that true relationship and
Right.
connection. The problem with the dating apps is that it kind of seems to expect humans to be honest with themselves, and we're rarely ever honest with ourselves. We are the
Yeah.
first person we lie to.
That's true. And don't get me wrong, because I do understand that there are people out there who have a harder time talking to people. Like just in general, not just saying like in a relationship wise, just
Yeah.
communication in general. They're
Yeah.
shy or whatever the case may be. And so for those, it's a good outlet for you. But I think with college specifically, the connotation has just been just people do it just for the casual hookups. It's just that connotation on mine is just bad. It's negative. It's negative.
I
So
honestly think, and this is going to make me sound old and curmudgeon-y, but if old and curmudgeon-y is the right thing, then I'll be old and curmudgeon-y. I think the worst damage that's ever been done to young people was the idea of hookup culture. I think that has damaged our collective psyches so much.
yeah.
And that like there's this idea that you do that.
Yeah.
It's just damaged people. It has damaged our trust in each other. It has changed the rules of courting and dating entirely.
Courting.
Courting is the
Yeah.
correct term. It has changed the value system to a point that like no one can trust anything anymore, and that's one reason we're all so damaged in that regard. But anywho, that I will stop complaining about dating apps. I'm getting off track. We need a buzzer
We
anytime
do.
I get off track.
You know what? Next time I'm gonna go buy a buzzer for next Saturday. We're just gonna just hit it. Taboo buzzer or something. But I'm glad that you shared that with us about what's going on in your life. That is awesome. Because I do love our moments together. I love talking to you. Love talking to you. It is awesome to group back up. So thank you for telling us that, Joshua Forster. Dominic, you talked about your growth and your movie writing and everything that's going on with you. Do you think that you are in a good spot?
No. I won't think I'm in a good spot until. I don't know if I'll ever think I'm in a good spot at this point.
Say it one more time, sir.
I don't think I'll ever think I'm in a good spot at this point.
Okay. Do you think you're taking the right steps? How about that?
Right steps? Yes. They need to be larger, though.
Okay. So how can we, me and Joshua, first off, but also the people out there. How can we help keep you accountable?
Keep me accountable. Keep bothering me about it.
Okay. You hear that, Joshua?
Yeah, bother.
Some
I can be a bother.
Deadlines for ADHD people are really good. What else? If you can become famous, like super influential entertainment executives, and really just hammer home the importance of dedication and getting out there, I appreciate that too. You're about to make a theater, so you might be headed in that direction.
Hopefully.
I feel like you'd rather act, but whatever.
Yes.
You know what? I'm on it. I'll become like a famous executive in Hollywood,
Yeah, the
then I'll
BCBA director.
and then I'll just hire everyone I like.
Just pure nepotism.
Yeah, no. I won't even justify my actions.
This is
They're
my
like,
brother here. What is he doing? I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm paying him.
he's gonna be doing something great.
What do you actually do here?
He's moral support. I have hired my cat. He gets paid thousands of dollars a year.
It's emotional support animal. Oh man.
I don't want him to wear a vest though. He doesn't need it.
It's just needed.
But yeah,
He just
On
has a
that-
little bow tie.
Yeah.
it's really always up to us to get done what we need to get done. There's other things that can interact and disrupt it, but it'll always be our own personal responsibility.
That is true. We can only be a guided voice.
But we'll
it's-
always appreciate encouragement,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of harassment. Like, bro, I know it's the third time this week, but hurry up and release a song or something like that, right?
Actually, do it. Do it.
Yeah. Now don't start ringing on the doorbell and
I really
Banging.
feel like those kids, dude. I swear I heard somebody ring the doorbell the other day, early in the morning when I didn't have a client.
think they have some more cash.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were trying. Did I didn't pay you back for the chips.
I don't want to.
Okay, man, I'm sick of you. All right. Oh, hello, cat.
Joshua,
Yeah, it's almost their
Other than
time
that,
for eating.
what can we?
so-
How can we keep you accountable? Whatever.
Well, I mean, you have a few more
you
difficulties.
do have some.
You can
difficulties.
still do. You mentioned either doing it the safe, secure way, or doing it the risky but possibly better outcome way.
I
And
think
normally I say take the risk, but one, you have a kid, and two, I think you still could. It'd be more annoying for sure. You can re-get your RBT certification while you're in the school.
Yeah.
It's just gonna.
it is possible. You are
It's
correct.
a pain.
This is gonna sound like a cop out, but I think the time we spend together does enough help for me.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah.
Just giving me a place where I feel safe and know that I can just tell you guys what's going on and that there's not an expectation. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what right now. What's getting me right now is I sometimes just feel buried in expectation, even when there is none. And hanging out with you guys, I know that there's not this like you guys are like, okay, well, I mean, you don't, you're not like, oh, here we need this signed and ready to go at blah blah blah. I'm not saying that those things aren't important. Like I'm not saying don't do your paperwork, don't do your stuff. That would be very bad. But
Yeah.
giving someone a place where like they know that everything is unconditional. Like you guys know that you don't have to do anything for me to love you guys.
Yeah.
Like if you guys miss a time for us to like play Smite or something, I'm not going to be like, well, I'm never speaking to you again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think that has given me this beautiful thing, and also just letting me, I don't know if I've helped any of our audience members out there. I hope I have, but just the knowing of like passing on things I've learned and trying to share ideas with people, and if it just even made one bit of difference, that brings me more joy than I can ever explain.
I agree. I was going to say, how can we really help you in your family life? But I don't think we can. I don't think we're
Nothing we
equipped
can
for that.
do.
But I would love to
We
help
could
you
show
mentally.
up.
Be good uncles. Be good uncles.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we still have to organize the trip to come visit you.
When you guys are ready. I know things are complicated.
Yeah, on a free paycheck. I don't know. You'd have to now that we've had this month, you could technically have a free paycheck next couple months if you decide just not to, if you pay your rent early.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
You guys come up when you are available, and it's good for you guys. You like
Originally
we
I was
have a
thinking this
lot of
month,
flexibility here, so don't
You just went on vacation too.
break your back.
Huh?
I didn't have a client.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, your spring break is here. You're not gonna have a client.
I know. I'm hoping that he goes in the center. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to the kid I cannot name for HIPAA violation.
Yeah,
He might not even be a kid. Might not
Maybe
even
like
be a
80
he.
years old.
Anyway,
80-year-old man.
shout out to this non-existent individual who maybe more than one person. Anyway, let us know. Are we doing what we said we were going to do at the beginning? How can we better achieve the goals for not only this podcast, but ourselves? Give us your opinion. Even if you've never acted before, if you've never run a podcast, if you've never been married, let us know what we should do. All right?
Feel free to send me any league advice. Also,
Yeah.
I'll take
Let's know
it.
what he should do for his cat. Should he get a third cat?
No, my wife.
Should he
would
get a
kill me.
third cat and put his foot down as the patriarch of his household and say, "This is the last one, but it is the one we're getting." Walks in with a lynx.
Oh no.
Yeah, but on all seriousness, I hope you have enjoyed these episodes, whether they be silly rap or sport debates to us delving into the mysteries of the universe. Whatever it may be, the Oasis is quite the wondrous place that has plenty of topics and things to explore, even within yourselves. So please, I always say this, and he definitely says this, please let us know your thoughts and feelings, not only the episode, but just in your lives, your day-to-day exploration of yourself in the world. We would love to hear from you. Any and all things. If you think we should paint the wall a different color, you can tell us. I don't know if we can do that.
I can. I can paint that little strip of wall back there.
He can paint that. He lives in a condo,
Yes.
technically owned by
by my
family.
parents. So
Okay, well, I didn't know. Okay, yeah, by his parents, yes.
it's okay.
It's going to be his at some point. He could paint. We're not buying this place. All right, I think you actually can
Paint or buy?
buy.
Oh.
Remember those people that that buy the rights to that thing? They told us, and they rent it out to others.
I don't remember.
Okay, anyway, we can't paint here, but you can suggest it to us, and we always talk about it. I said it a bit of as a joke, but we are going to get some shelves on probably this next paycheck. I'm going to have to look into the rules of screwing things in, because that's my only caveat.
Okay.
If we need to stick it to the wall or screw it into the wall. And how much do we want to incriminate ourselves by showing it in the background if we're not allowed to do something and we do it anyway?
You know,
Yeah,
eventually I'm going to get this room cleaned up more.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, at some point, you may even see us in Josh's room in a podcast episode.
Oh.
A big question. Would you guys like me to get my wife to come in on a couple of these episodes?
Absolutely.
Sure, if you can get
Let me
her mic
know.
to speak into and a way to listen,
Way to listen. I
will
can't guarantee
enjoy-
that.
you can set it up something like what we're doing right now. You can do that too. If you
Yeah.
both want to speak on the same mic, and maybe it's a dynamic microphone, so it may work to a certain extent.
Get a headphone, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably,
We have like
It's-
3 sets of headphones, so
I'm not sure how that will work.
But please
Through
bring
your
her in.
computer.
I would love to hear her thoughts.
Yeah,
She's
bring
a
her in.
thoughtful
You
person.
want to bring Maki in or Hephaestus or whatever that cat's name is. What is his
Albie?
name? Albion. Yeah, there we go.
Festus.
That's it.
that'd be a good name for a cat, I feel.
Yeah. Scorned by his wife,
Yep.
Oh,
And
anyway.
his father.
by his father too. Yeah, by everybody essentially.
Yeah, really.
Anyway, yeah, we'd love to have her on. If you think we should bring anybody on, give us a suggestion. Out of any guest that we have no contact with or any way, shape, or form of bringing on to the podcast, who would you like to see?
Yeah. I feel like
LeBron
if
James.
comments enough, then they're going to have to do it, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have to. We might even put a poll. I'll put a poll up. I don't know. I don't want to give you choices. I don't want to limit you.
Do a poll and put Abby, the cats,
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
There we go. Those are the ones pretty sure. Like we could probably pull it. Yeah, we could at least get in contact with them. Will they see it? I don't know. But we can get in contact. Yeah. Anything else? Any other topics? Anything else we would like to speak about?
No, I think
Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to hear, because now I only want to hear your closing statement. Josh, please lead us off in the closing statement.
Oh, God. Happy to be here. Guys, audience, chat, fellow travelers, get outside, have a great time, hug your family,
Yes.
and enjoy life. It's a good life. Doesn't always seem like it, but it really is a good life.
Well said. If you're watching this on the street as a hobo and you're just being shown this episode, I apologize, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. All right.
Go find a hole.
Go find a home. You can say, "Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?"
You can. You get out there.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I went out to dinner or lunch last week, and this homeless dude came to me, and he was like, "Can I wash your windows for some change?" And mind you, I have a car like washing membership, so I was like, "You know what? Do it." As soon as he finished, I gave him like $5 and took my car right to the car wash.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't trust you.
No, it's good. I don't know. You got a little cleaner bin. I just I'm gonna clean my car, but I'm still gonna help you out. At least don't come begging me for money and not put in work. I'm just saying that guy that guy put work in.
That's
work
fair.
In for his $5.
That's fair.
So
yeah, I love that Michael Jordan when he and Charles Barkley were on Oprah. He's like, "I try to give this." I'm trying to do Charles Barkley, but try to give this guy some change. Yeah, he tried to give the guy change, and Michael Jordan smacked his hand. He's like, "Why do you do that?" I was like, if he could say, "May I have some change?" He could say, "Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?" And it just the thought of like go out there and do some work. Obviously, there's other circumstances, injuries, diseases. I don't know, just Satan. I don't know. Like there's a lot of things out there.
there's a lot of things. Look, I say go make something happen.
That shows ingenuity.
Yeah, because like I'm going to give a homeless person money. If you ask, I'm going to give it to them. If I have it, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
But I'd give a regular. This is going to sound so bad. I'd give a regular homeless person $1, and I'd rather give somebody who sold me $1 water bottle $5.
That's for sure.
It's just a difference.
I got in trouble once with Abby because I gave my entire meal to a homeless person and went back in and bought another one.
They can't do anything with it. They can't go buy liquor or drugs with a meal.
That's good.
Probably.
That's why I don't tend to give money as much as I just go and get food and water.
I think of water in my car.
For that situation?
Well, just if I don't have money, I'll keep water and I'll just give them water. I always try to give them water.
Yeah.
I went to the discount tire. Not discount tire.
All that cash you're about to give me is going to a hobo.
No, it's not. No, it is not. That's crazy.
I don't want to hold that.
I give it. I went to a car wash the other day, and this homeless man came up to me and was like, "Hey, can I have some change?" And I was like, "I don't got change, but I can give you like 2 bottles of water." And he was like, "Nah."
See?
I was like, "All right, then you don't get anything." So that way.
Yeah, my thing is like what you said earlier. Like, don't do it for nothing. My thing. You said you give somebody, so you've already kind of ruined the silliness of this question. But if someone came up to you and was like, "Yeah, please have some money, sir. I'm really struggling out here." Like, I'm like, all right, show me something. What you gonna do? Bust a move or something.
Oh.
All right then. I'll go to you a painting. I can use one on my wall. Get to work.
Well, this episode, we almost made it. We almost made it.
We're doing it as a joke. Obviously, if I have the money to have some change, I'm not dropping $100 bill on you.
No.
Because that's probably good. I need that a lot too. But if I have some change, I'll give it to you. I never carry cash, which I probably should because there's so many homeless people here.
You're about to get cash in a second.
What?
You're about to carry cash in a second.
I know, and that's all going to Billy Bob on the corner over there. All right, Billy Bob, listen, we just had a podcast episode. I can't give this to you for free. You better show me something. 3, 2, 1. And then...
We were so good at staying on track, and then we got to the end, and
No,
just,
okay.
just everything.
Closing remarks. I
Get to work.
I hope that you walk away from this podcast with
Unless
growth.
you...
Dominic, I hope that you walked away with this podcast learning something. Learning anything about us, because we're just individuals who have a platform who can speak. Somebody gave us a platform and we are speaking on it. Somebody being us.
I mean, yeah, we did it ourselves. I don't know. We bought this equipment.
And we're going to speak on it. I just want you to go out there tomorrow and make a change in your life. Be better than you were yesterday. If you woke up at 7, wake up at 6:55 tomorrow, because that just means you got up a little bit earlier to do a little bit more.
That's tough.
That's all I ask. Just make the little changes. Joshua talked about this a few weeks ago, that every little thing that you do can build upon it and make yourself feel better. So if you don't like throwing away your water bottle, you know, make today the day that you throw away a water bottle.
Recycle.
It can lead to something else. That's
Yeah.
all I ask.
Fuck,
That you
you're
go out
fine.
there and you drink your apple juice. Just drink it.
He hasn't drank his apple juice in a while.
I haven't drank anything like that in a while. But go drink your apple juice or wine or tea or
That's
milk.
what I'm hearing. That's what I was talking about.
Just not beer. Anything.
Yeah, beer's pretty terrible.
You can drink
Lager.
gas. I don't care. Just don't drink beer.
Whoa, don't drink gas.
If
Whatever
unless
you do,
gave
don't
it to me,
drink
you can put it
gas.
off.
I repeat.
We're going to make some new drinks soon. All right? We're cracking the books open. We're making not only drinks this time, we're making some food, some meals. All right?
Wow.
Straight out of the Elder Scrolls, because that's the only cookbooks we got.
Yeah.
Right out of there. Okay? So my thing is, go cook yourself a meal. If you're used to making that microwave mac and cheese, go cook yourself some mac and cheese on the stove. All right? If you're used to making yourself Salisbury steak in the microwave, go make yourself some steak on the skillet. All right? If you're used to putting the dishes off until tomorrow, do them tonight.
There you
Your
go.
daughter doesn't need a story before bed that much. All right? This one step at a time. All right? Maybe your daughter, she's 17. She needs to start reading to herself. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really wondering where you're going with this.
Listen,
But
all I'm saying
I'm
is,
here for the ride.
why people will often say, why do today what could be done tomorrow? And I say back, what is today but yesterday's tomorrow?
Sorry, I'm fighting a cat.
All right. With that being said, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you do drink your tea. I hope you, if you find it in your heart, give some spare change to that person on the side of the road. If not, it is your money. It is yours. They gotta go get there.
This has been
Yeah.
Soul Oasis.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We're glad that you're
Yeah, we're glad you. I will put up some shorts. Thank you so much. We've hit 60,000 views. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for every single one of your views, every single one of your shares, every single one of your likes. Please encourage everyone you know and love, maybe even some people you don't like, to watch these videos, like, subscribe, share the gift of knowledge and our presence with those who are less fortunate than you. Like the Hobos. There we go. Full circle. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. We love the homeless. And until next time, this has been Soul Oasis. Thank you for joining us.
They want this one here.
We'll find them.